Alright, here's another episode of Does a 4-inch 9mm rival a snub nose 357 Magnum? And today what I have is the Hornady custom ammunition. For the 9mm, it is a 147 grain XTP, and for the 357 Magnum, it is a 158 grain XTP. The 9mm is rated at 975 feet per second. The 357 Magnum's rated at 1,250 feet per second, but that's usually out of an 8-inch barrel, according to Hornady. So we might get rivaling performance since the barrel on that 357 Magnum is so short. So we're going to go through the chronograph, see what kind of velocity and accuracy we're going to get at the same time, and then as always we're going to go through the Juggernaut box, which contains 4 layers of denim followed by a 1 3/4 inch pack of bologna to simulate flesh, followed by 1/4 inch of medium density fiberboard to simulate ribs or sternum, and into water jugs to catch the bullet. So let's get started with the test and see what we get. Alright, 9mm first. We'll see if we get close to that 975 feet per second. We're about 5 yards from the target, a little bit less from the chronograph. See if we get 975. 948. 968. 938, 941, 940. So a little bit less, so safe to say they probably got those velocity numbers out of something like a 4.9 inch per rated barrel. So just a little bit less below rated velocity. Now let's try the 357 Magnum and see how that compares. Alright, let's try the 357 Magnum version. We'll see how close we get to that 1,250 feet per second. .1172. I'm going to go single action on this. Trigger pull on this is a little bit longer than my Smith & Wesson, so it's still in the process of getting used to it. 1173. 1172. 1136. 1145. Recoil is absolutely horrendous. It is terrible. But you know, we're getting pretty good velocities out of a snub nose barrel for such a heavy bullet. Decent. So good amount of power. So we'll see how these cartridges compare on the Juggernaut box. And XTP bullets are built pretty tough, so I'm expecting quite a bit of damage and penetration with this 357 Magnum, considering the construction of the bullet. Let's get started with that part of the test. Alright, we'll see what we get with the 9mm through the Bologna Pack and into water jugs. Alright. Flash back a little bit. And we stayed together here through the fiberboard. Pretty good. And out the back, decent damage. So let's see what we got in water jugs. Alright, first jug, pretty average damage, impact's a little bit low. Jug 2, and it looks like there's a hole in jug 3, it's leaking, but it looks like the projectile is in jug 2. No, it's just a jacket in jug 2, jacket separation. I don't see anything in jug 3. I don't see any impacts on jug 4. However, it is damaged on the bottom. And the core is in jug 4. So we got complete jacket core separation. Expansion isn't put together that great. But it got pretty good penetration. Now let's see how the 357 Magnum compares. Alright, 357 Magnum. A little bit curious on what we're going to get here. So here we are. See what we get. Brought my arms up because I expected a splash. And here's the back of the Bologna Pack. Absolute destruction. I can smell it, and when you can smell it, you know there's particles of it all over the place. There's the back, or the front of the particle board, the back of the particle board. Pretty average damage, not too big. That means we're not getting a lot of bullet expansion yet. But we certainly had a lot of what I would consider hydrostatic shock on that Bologna. First jug. Much more damage than the 9mm for sure. Jug 2. We're going straight through. Pretty straight shot. We're not deviating too much. I can see that's 3, here's 4. An impact on 4 for sure. And the bullet is stuck on the back of jug 4, embedded in it a little bit. We'll pull that out. And we did not get jacket separation, and what we have here is markings on it from the fiber board. It looks like the petals all stayed on here. Expansion is not incredibly impressive, but it did a lot of damage to the Bologna even before it expanded. That's pretty impressive. So overall, my take on these ammunitions, the 9mm was very soft shooting. Nothing really to be said about it that was spectacular. I mean, it just felt kind of blah, run-of-the-mill 9mm ammo. Seems like it did pretty well. Pretty good. Accuracy was decent. Accuracy was decent on both. Both had pretty good accuracy. The 357 Magnum is just a monster for power and for damage. However, way too much recoil for a snub nose. Way too much. It was unbearable. It hurt, and you saw that first shot where I went double action. It is just a lot. So precision shooting, not so much. If you had to use it on dangerous game, or if you're just going to use it anyway close up, you know, that type of impulse where you want to jerk the gun a little bit or lose control of that recoil is not going to be a big deal, but precision shooting, a little bit much. So that's what you get today. 357 Magnum versus 9mm. They are both okay ammunitions. I would probably not use either of them. However, I might want to explore what this 357 Magnum can do in a 4-inch barrel, because it seems like a pretty good round overall. That's what you get today with the Hornady Custom XTP ammunition. So, as always, comment, share, and like, and thanks for watching.